friends, welcome back to my channel Infinite Trade. My name is Robin and let's do a Nifty and Bank Nifty analysis for tomorrow. So how was your day today, guys? I definitely had a wonderful day because market exactly opened at a resistance, and I think it was no confusion. You know, it touched the upper line. We discussed the upper line was around 42,717, if I'm not wrong, 717 or 713. And today it made a high of 715, and exactly that is the place where I entered in the put. And since then, complete good fall. Like if you look at the 15 minutes candle, every candle was red until my target, and I exited somewhere here. And definitely it was a very good trade. I think we get very few occasions wherein the things happen according to our analysis. So we should definitely not miss that. So now let's quickly understand what is ahead in front of us going forward. So if you look at the daily chart, Bank Nifty is still bearish, and like we discussed, like the market was always putting a higher low, and but then it was not moving up. And we discussed that on a weekly chart we had a doji. So until and unless the high doesn't break or the low doesn't break, there will not be any trend, and the market would trade within that range. And what happened is it exactly touched the weekly high, and from there it fell down. So that's what the game plan was today in my trade. So this was our weekly high, which is at 42,716, and today it made a high of 42,715. So definitely I had to go short because it was an excellent trading opportunity, because FIs and pros had put shorts, and obviously they'll book it if the market opens gap up. And I don't know how many of you noticed this. SGX Nifty was only indicating 8 points gap up in the morning. However, Nifty opened, I think, around 50 plus points as gap up, and that's how the confidence was. So that's what I mentioned in the Telegram channel. Exactly at 9:17:04 seconds is when I entered on the put side, and Bank Nifty was making green candles like this in 1 minute time frame, and this was the candle, the third candle wherein I entered, and since then it continuously came down. It gave a strong bounce here, but nothing to worry. It then eventually came down. So yes, we are back in the range, and now we need to see what is there going forward. And surprisingly, the data is really bearish, and I've never seen such a huge quantity of call shorts from FIs for the past many days. So let's look at that. So what they have done today is they have closed 2,585 longs. If you remember, they added around 5,600 longs yesterday, and they almost closed 50% of it. Yesterday they had booked around 10,500 future shorts. That means they short covered on a Friday, and today they again added those 10,000 shorts back into the system. So this indicates that definitely they are not bullish at this particular place. And if you look at the options, this is the number that I'm talking about. On a Monday, uh, at closing, they are carrying 1,02,576 shorts of calls. So this is a number I haven't seen at least since November, if I try to recollect. So this is a huge number as per FIS, because they don't take positions more than 20 to 25,000 on a Friday or a Monday uh, as a BTST or STBT. But this is a huge number, and they also have put longs. I don't know how many of you watched the option chain today. From the morning, there was heavy call shorts that was happening, starting from 40 to 800, 700, 600, and 500. And that is what kept me to hold my put positions until it filled the gap. Because people know that usually whenever I take any manual trades, I definitely book 100 to 120 points in the options. But this was a one-off case wherein I waited for around 220 points in the options today. And if you look at pros, they also have heavy call shots near about 3 lakhs. So total of about 4 lakh call shots in the system. So definitely we should not even think of going long tomorrow. Okay. If you remember, like yesterday's data, like Friday's data was a little bullish. Both of them had put shots. But if you remember in my video, the most focused entry was for the puts rather than calls, because we spoke that only if the market opens flat and it breaks the highs when we are going to buy call. But in case of a gap up or gap down, we decided that we are going to buy put. And that's what happened today. Market open gap up, exactly hit the resistance and fall. So tomorrow, like we know we have strong resistances, so definitely we are not going to plan any uh, long trades, at least if the market opens a slight gap up or maybe flat. So now it's time to discuss the levels. Definitely solid bearish positions, and this is the overall positions that I maintain also, the daily data. So if you look at the options, they just went long on 35,769 call long, but they shorted nearly 1,38,000 call shots. So this is a huge number. If you look at least this, this data is from 30th of December. There is no such data, at least in the past 15 days. So this is a huge number that came in today. So looks like they're planning a breakdown. If you remember, we discussed that if they break down, there is a long way to go on the downside. So let's quickly discuss the levels and see our plans. What do we trade tomorrow? They have drawn this channel. So basically, the reason of drawing this channel is, if you remember in one of my video, I told you that whenever there is a pattern, if they are following, then they continue to follow. Okay, and this was a pattern here. They were following a channel and they gave a breakdown. So here also they are following a channel, and I'm expecting a breakdown of this channel too. So when they broke this particular channel, there was a huge fall all the way from 43,160 to all the way to 41,700. So 43,100 to 41,700. So near about 1,300 points fall. So we can expect another 1,000 points fall, and we know that there is a huge pit below if we break this important support. Okay, so how do we trade this this is going to be a resistance, okay, around 42 to 78 to 42 300. So if at all the market is opening within this range, uh, they'll be conveniently take the market down. Okay, so the market will fall down to at least 41,700 to 800, and 41 569 is a level where we bounced back sharply last time. So at least they'll try to get Bank Nifty to this place tomorrow. Tomorrow it is also Tuesday, and expiry of Fin Nifty. So probably the Fin Nifty chart also looks like a little more of a trending rather than being sideways. When it can be sideways, obviously when there is a huge gap up or a huge gap down is when the market can move sideways. But apart from that, definitely the trade looks excellent. So what we are going to do is, I think we should move to a 5 minutes time frame. Okay. So any opening until this place, until 42 300, until this place, we're only looking for shorts. Okay. So we'll take only short positions. And what should be a target? Once this channel breaks, we'll see a sharp fall. The first target should be around 41,800, and your second target should be around 41,580 or 550, something like that. Okay, and there is a possibility that we may see this level tomorrow itself in case we open flat or within this range. Okay, and now let's see what if there is a very big gap up. In case if it opens above this level and it travels upside, will not do anything. but we know that from this place we have seen sharp selling coming up, so we can definitely take a put trade at this place. What is this level? It is exactly around 42,420. Okay. I think I'll also have a line marked here, otherwise I'll forget in the morning. Okay. Okay, so we have put a line here at 42,424. Okay. So in case if we open here, we can see some pressure, but then it will take some halt here, and maybe in the second half it may break, or it may take a U-turn too. So in case if we are taking an entry around 42,424, we'll book at today's low, which is around 42,100. Okay. So these are the two trades where we are planning put. And in case of a gap down, we do not want a very big gap down. If it opens here, say around 41,800 or something, then you know that this is going to be the range, and Bank Nifty is going to stay sideways and difficult for us to make money. But definitely, I would not want to take this trade, but rather if it comes here, I would definitely go short here. Okay. So this is the trade that I'll plan in case if it opens gap down, but I don't want gap down. Otherwise, uh, I won't have a very good move to trade that particular day. I'll rather stick to my algo. But just in case, if we open with a slight gap down, we just wait for this pullback and definitely enter into a put. And either you can wait for the breakdown of this particular channel or wait for the breakdown of the low. You can enter into a put. I'll be adding quantities here, and then I can expect a target of 41,800 and then 41,580. So this is my view on Bank Nifty for tomorrow. Not expecting a very big gap up, but in just in case if we open above this level, then FIs will be in trouble. At least for the first 45 minutes, do not enter into any trade. Let them manage their positions first. While they manage, we'll also come to know the trend, and then you are supposed to trade. Okay, now let's quickly look at Nifty. Nifty also, it is sorry, consolidating in this particular range. Okay, we already had a line both up and down. I've just put this channel to get the midpoint now. So what we are supposed to do in Nifty is, for Nifty also, we'll mark this line. So this line will act as a strong resistance. Let me put a line there around this place, 17,934. Why it will act as a strong resistance? If you see, VWAP is also there at 17,933. We have a swing resistance at 17,935, and previously also at the same place we have taken resistances. Like from here we have fallen down sharply. Even from this place we have fallen down sharply. So any flat opening or slightly gap up opening, if you get Nifty at 17,934, just in case, definitely you will go for a PE buy, and your SL should not be more than 17,960. Okay, so just about 26 points SL, and the target that you can expect first is 17,774. Okay, in case if we break down this level, then there is a huge pit or a well, or in Hindi we say gadda. It can sharply fall to 17,522. Okay, so mark these levels. It can be of a great help tomorrow. In case of a gap down at this place, the trading will not be that interesting. Then Nifty may stay within this range, at least for the first half. And whenever it gives a breakdown, or maybe if it comes at the top, you can buy a put here, or you can buy a put after it breaks down this channel for the target of 17,500. In case of a gap up above this level, like we discussed in Bank Nifty, will not touch the market at least until 10:45. And once we get to know the swing or the trend is when we'll enter. Uh, Flat opening and immediate breakdown of today's low. Again, you can enter into a put. So these are the levels where we can go for a put trade. I hope the knowledge shared was interesting. Please like and subscribe the channel. The kind of hard work that I put in, I don't see that likes or comments or the subscribers to my YouTube channel. And I've always told people that I don't want to like advertise my channel or do something like that. So please do subscribe the channel and share it with your family and friends. Let's meet in another video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.